Okay, y'all, I'm back. Part 2 and part 3 of Chasing LA Season 2 Reunion. So, pretty much, Season 2, we continue where we left off, where Andre is going off. They scream, people done got up. Matter of fact, I'm just going to combine everything into one. I'm going to be all over the place. Pretty much, it was a lot of getting up and getting down, getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down. Honey, Dargon Jeremy got pissed off and was over it. And him and Dargon Quentin end up going at it or whatnot. And Quentin Dargon says he can leave, honey. You ain't got no stuff coming up. Oh, and that just added to the shade later on where it was like, well, Jeremy didn't have nothing featured this season, but he had a whole lot to show, but it didn't really make the air. Now, my thing is with this, I can see both sides of that. On one end, it's like, well, Jeremy, you didn't allow the people to go into the doggone establishment to film the show. I guess you didn't have clearance to have the people's doggone likeness used. And I guess it was too many people to blur out like that, too much movement, because you know how the girls get down. They be doing all the twirls and shit. Ain't nobody got time to be doing all that, trying to line it, because you got to do that clip by clip by clip. So if somebody doing a lot of theatrics, you got to make sure that blurred out is on everything, on every single angle. It's not like you just blur the face out and it just moves continuously with the face. No, you got to do that shit clip by clip by clip. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Honey, not them, honey. They was like, bitch, we don't get paid that much for this from doggone YouTube advertisement. YouTube been cutting everybody's advertisement across the board. They even got paid and cut my doggone money off for a whole month, child. But neither here nor there, Jeremy was irritated. He didn't get his stuff shown. And my thing is this, on the flip side though, they could at least shown the prep work, honey. They should have shown at least him designing the outfit a little bit more. We could have seen a little after event with him and his darn one, especially since he instructs the house of, was it Juicy Couture? Like, I would have loved to see some dialogue with them. Like, you know, the legendary cast, and you know, unfortunately, we ain't going to get no season 4 legendary. They done got canceled. So no more Leomi LaRoche and darn going Meg this, well, hell, Meg Thee Stallion on her way out anyways, as far as her situation is concerned. And then the other girl, child. Then the back and forth with darn going William the saddest, honey. It's like, I understand where Nicole was coming from, where she was like, well, bitch, how was I trying to be antagonistic where you didn't even know I took the picture until Andre went and snitched on me? It was like, yeah, you wasn't being overtly darn going antagonistic, but you was being petty nonetheless, bitch. You know you was being inadvertently shady. Yeah, you wasn't necessarily antagonistic, would have been the wrong word, but you was being low-key shady because it was brought back to my attention. That makes it even worse because you didn't even have the darn going ovaries, the balls, the darn going makeshift coop cat, wherever darn going Nicole got going on, because I don't know what side of the T spectrum she's on. Hell, she definitely lost. She a lot further than me, honey. You know, my stuff's still non-existent up here. We growing in quite nicely, y'all. I need to, hell, whenever this heifer can finally get out the house, I go ahead and give y'all a transition update. We're 7 months in. Matter of fact, after this video, I got to go and get my medication or whatnot. Matter of fact, they just upgraded me. I went to the doctor yesterday. Y'all going to see a whole vlog on that. I actually walked to the doctor 5 miles. Nearly done got my ass ran over by the car on Skyboat, child. But honey, I'm determined to keep this transition going strong, honey. No interruptions, rain, sleet, or snow. I will make it to that darn going doctor's office to get my darn medication refills and stuff. So they now upgraded me to 100 milligrams spirulactone, up from 50 milligrams. And instead of taking 2 milligrams twice a day of the estradiol, I'm now going to be taking it 3 times a day. So now I'm going from 4 milligrams a day to 6 milligrams a day of the estradiol. And then the finasteride is 5 milligrams that I take a half a tablet by mouth every day I don't know how to break these up, so I just take a whole tablet every other day. But back to our regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, Miss Darn Nicole, you was being passive aggressive, as they would say, honey. Rich Bomb, I commend you on all the stuff that you have managed to do. First generation of several different things, Air Force, nursing, college graduate, honey. Now, of course, we couldn't see any of those things because you've already done it, but I would have loved to see like a charity event where you would have done like, you could have did a makeshift charity event for homeless veteran youth. You could have, because they've been filming this stuff since early November. Like, you could have came up with something around Thanksgiving time or something for the homeless veterans. You could have did something for mental health awareness, for the PTSD, because we joke with darn on Rich Bomb, but PTSD is truly a thing, and it really goes ignored in the black community because, the religion of it all. People like to say turn it over to Jesus and all this, that, and the third. But hell, if you believe in God, well, hell, was it the darn on therapist put on earth for a reason? And now it's like people always want to say turn something over to Jesus, but they always ignore that part where it says faith without works is darn on dead. We get Mama Liz up on the darn going stage. The lady in red. Come on through, Mama Liz. Honey, she knows she right. Honey, the black Jessica Rabbit, honey. Now, Rich Bomb, you just acting so uncouth in front of Mama Liz, honey. And the double standards of it all. You talking about darn. And my thing is this. Now, Mama... Mama Liz. Now, you part of the cast at this point, honey. You got to take the shade now. You was on that screen. Honey, Nicole have done well with paying me dust at this point. I know she know who the fuck I am by now. Hopefully she don't decide to drop out today and darn gonna cuss me out for what I'm about to say. But honey, Mama Liz can get a good dragging too now. We done, like you said, we done seen Mama Liz more than we done seen Wim the Saddest. Honey, Mama Liz is the B cast. Wim should be the damn C cast child. So with that being said, it's like Jayla had a valid point. Like, you up there turning your nose up to me, but you acting like you the darn mother of the house, honey. You the mother of the children, but you want to turn your nose up at a fellow trans woman just because your trans daughter having an issue with me, and neither one of y'all hoes know me from a can of paint. And I don't think Jayla was overly disrespectful in her delivery. Now, Rich Bomb, you came out of nowhere and talked about Jayla said the F her and all this, that, and the third. Well, if she did, I don't think it ever came up on camera unless y'all, I don't know, roll the beautiful bean footage. Y'all don't remember Jayla saying F you to darn Miss Liz now. Rich Bomb, girl, now if it didn't get put up on the camera now, it's like whatever she said was in private or whatnot. She has the right to her darn own opinions. And it's like, as an elder, as long as she didn't say it directly to her face and was overly disrespectful, that's all that matters. Like, you can't police how somebody feels. Just because somebody's older, honey, sometimes them older folks think they can't darn get a good cussing out. And you know how to respect, we will say it in private. So I respect Jayla for darn saying F her, in private or whatnot, and not take, and I know under normal circumstances that would be seen as punk energy, like, bring that to my face. But no, you don't bring that to no elder. Because Miss Liz ain't looking like she about to get down and fight nobody. It's like, So it's like, Rich Bomb, that was unnecessarily to bring that up, honey. And then you wanting to get up and try to darn swing on Andre. I was like, now, Nicole, all these double standards you allowing Rich Bomb to do in front of Mama Liz that you darn get on other people about, honey. Like, you was so upset about Jayla darn addressing your mama. Even though your mama addressed darn Jayla on this darn camera or whatnot. Well, it is like she had an opinion on Jayla. Jayla don't have the right to retort. and she's technically the B cast. It's like, honey, to King Pain's credit, like, how the hell we gonna have B cast up on here and we can't address the darn on B cast? What type of bullshit is that? So it was like, yeah, Nicole, that's where you missed me with that one, honey. We all love and respect Mama Liz, but honey, Mama Liz ain't above getting a friendly chick or whatnot. And then, like I said, these double standards that you are giving darn going Rich Bomb leniency to do. You were so upset about darn going Jayla addressing your mama and she ain't swear to nothing. Yet you got darn going Rich Bomb right next to Mama Liz just cutting the fool, honey. Trying to get up and swing on Andre, just as cussing, not curbing his language or anything, honey. Just letting all the ratchet Nolo out, honey. And this goes to show with all them degrees and all that education, honey, you can still be a ratchet hood rat at the end of the day, honey. And even with the porn, honey, the darn going, all the explicitness, now you got up on Jayla behind, and technically, Jayla ain't done no scenes with nobody. She just showcasing her body, and you called her all sorts of prostitutes and said you can't be friends with nobody who does sex work. Even though technically she's what you would call a virtual cam girl. Yet your darn gone friend over here has whole darn going cum shot darn going images down to the Tumblr. He's darn going licking darn going cum up off his fingers. He's showcasing his booty hole. And yet that's still your bestie though. But when Jayla does it, it's all of a sudden a problem. Like I said, now Nicole, you want to have to explain that double standard to me, honey. You gonna have to explain that double standard, sweetheart. But moving on from that, moving on. Let me see if there was anything else memorable to bring up. Hell, that was basically about it. Jeremy didn't get his fair shot at being seen on here. Jeremy done went off. Nicole and William the saddest situation. Fly King didn't really get no questions asked or nothing about him or whatnot. He just sat pretty with the darn on cloth on his. Like, he always got these darn on elegant, gaudy fashions, honey. Once again, the jokes just going darn on, just falling flat. Like, Jayla, you talking about somebody broke in spirit and broke out. Like, how? I'm trying to figure out, like, how, what was going through Jayla and darn on King Pain's mind to try to do poverty jokes on some of the most successful people on the cast. Like, it's a lot of stuff that y'all could have read darn on Rich Bomb on. It's a lot of stuff that y'all could have read Nicole on. But y'all want to go toe to toe with the finances? And we ain't seen the little bit that we seen of y'all shit is like, yeah, it's borderline competing with DivaWuan. It's like y'all over here apartment living, and ain't nothing wrong with apartment living. But y'all trying to poverty shame bitches who have multiple houses, who got established businesses, who have employees underneath them. King Pain, all due respect, but didn't you say you was working out the house or whatnot? Nicole working out the salon, got the hair care line. Got the wig line and stuff going, the bonnets and stuff. Girl, you pushing your shit from the house. You competing with me. Versus darn going, Nicole is established, so I don't understand the poverty reads with somebody who's mildly successful. Like, y'all could have came at her nasty attitude, her contradictions and all that. Y'all should have stayed more so with that, honey. Hell, y'all could have even called her out with darn going, calling herself trying to be classes in a way, with darn going always mentioning her finances at the expense of somebody else. Because it's like, okay, girl, you got all these darn on things. Well, if you so established, why you darn going gracing us peasants then? Cause it's like, bitch, if every argument you got to bring up doggone bank accounts and shit in the argument, it's like, girl, well, what you doing here then? But it was glad to see that there was at least a little bit of resolution. Now we'll see how long this lasts, honey, because I remember in season 1, doggone King Pang and Andre hugged it out at a party or something, and then they was getting into it halfway through season 2, and they finally made up. So hopefully this one finally sticks. They end up hugging it out yet again, child. Like I said, we'll see how long this lasts. Poetic, honey, like I said, you was completely out of order. And I'm trying to figure out, like, you had all this smoke for William the Saddest, and you said it was on site. But you was darn trying to jump up and smack darn Jayla. Now, Jayla was disrespectful and all this, that, and the third. But we factor in her age and all this, that, and the third. Y'all know her natural deposition. It's like, why didn't you just darn play the mature route and pay her dust? Why you let her get under your skin to the point where you wanted to get up and slap her? And it gave and I hate to say it poetic, because I like poetic, but poetic, it was giving me very much punk, hypocritical energy. Because it was like, now, why did you darn jump up and try to back slap darn William the Saddest? And y'all done made it clear that y'all was going to try to tussle on site at the damn reunion. But I'm not seeing this same level of hostility towards William. I don't know if he thought about the politics of it all, that he might get away with slapping a black trans woman, and that might be seen, that might not, cancel him nowhere near as much as, slapping a white darn guy. I hate to go there, but this is what I'm thinking. Because it's like he didn't feel no type of shame at all, even throughout this whole segment. Even when they closing out, he's rolling his eyes and shit at darn Jayla. I was like, is it really that damn serious? Is it really that damn serious, darn Poetic? Ooh, we want to have a huge shake-up next season, honey. Because I don't think Poetic's coming back. Rich Bomb said he wasn't going to come back. It looked like he's going to stick true to that one, honey. We'll see Nicole back for season 3. She loves the camera, and Mama Liz does too. So, and then they make for good entertainment TV. They give good gowns, good fashions, and have the talent to match, honey. So yeah, we definitely welcome Nicole back. Jayla, we want to see the growth with Jayla. She's young, and we want to see the upgradiness with Jayla. Andre goes without saying. Fly King goes without saying. King Pang, well, hell, King Pang is like the Nene of the shit, so it goes without saying with them 3. Jeremy is questionable. Honey, the way that shit ended out, now he said he ain't going nowhere, but honey, the way he went at it with darn Quentin, and then I was like, now there's some infighting going on between Quentin and Nadario. Now, Quentin, you down there trying to darn dissolve yourself of being in this situation, talking about, well, it would have been nice if Nadario would have. Because y'all know I watched the show within the show. Honey, DivaWuan don't miss shit. I make sure when I watch this shit on my TV, I have the chat strolling as well. And I'm looking at Quentin talking about, it would have been nice if we would have gotten them confessional clips of darn Jeremy and whatnots, but we didn't get the darn clips. It seems like Jeremy's issue is with the darn editing department or whatnots. Bitch, bye. Now y'all both share some blame because there wasn't even no footage to be shown from inside Too Tough, from what I'm hearing. There wasn't enough prep work scenes from what I'm hearing. So Quentin, you got a little bit of blame in this darn shit too. Don't play. Both of y'all dropped the ball when it came to Jeremy, honey. And hell, now finding out that Jeremy instructs Juicy Couture and all of these houses and shit. And with the folks that he worked with, really, he don't really need the show. They ain't getting paid for this shit. The only people who get a little bit of money is, ironically, G-Status. The most ratcheted show is the one that's darn coming out of pocket. Now, I'm trying to figure out now how the world of cast let this shit slide, honey. Because just between us, because I'm a YouTuber 10 years, I know how this analytics game work, honey. I'm trying to figure out now if Dargon Allen can come out of his pocket and Dargon pay the girls. This was before the Tubi deal, because y'all know he's now going over to Tubi. But we hearing that he was paying the girls a little something something. With the and his Dargon shit, he gets views. But that Dargon Glam Devos and stuff wasn't Dargon hitting nowhere near Chasing Atlanta. I'm trying to figure out how we 6 seasons in on going on 6 seasons in on Chasing Atlanta. We about to head into season 3 of Chasing LA. And I'm not hearing about the girls getting paid. So it's like y'all doing all this shit for the free 99. Woo, fame is one hell of a drug, honey. I'll be damned if I'm done tolerating this bullshit and I don't get so much as a motherfucking Dargon a coin. Hell no. And then I'm hearing that some folks pay for their own advertising. Honey, I wouldn't admit to that shit. Nicole talking about, yo, yeah, I pay for my advertisement and stuff. Girl, you ain't getting paid not a dime for this Dargon show. Of all things, Quentin and Dargon and Dario should be sliding in your ass for free. That's the least that they can do is guarantee you free advertisement. Hell, even the Super Bowl, they charge everybody else $6 million. But the people that... This is how the Super Bowl works, y'all, for y'all that don't know. Whatever station the Super Bowl is on that year, whatever shows that is on that network, they do not pay for the advertisement. So whenever the Super Bowl airs on Fox, any Fox shows do not pay for the advertisement. Same thing for ABC. Any show that is on ABC, they get that put their advertisements up for free. Everybody else got to pay the $6 million, $7 million for 30 seconds. Now I'm trying to figure out now how did Dargon Miss Dargon Business Savvy Dargon Nicole and Dargon Fly King and shit end up getting gooped into Dargon paying for the ads. Child boo. Like, this don't make no sense to me. But honey, it makes for good entertainment. So with that being said, hell, we already losing several people. Damn, maybe I should have kept that to myself, because that might gonna cause some more people to walk out knowing that. But hell, I think some people just don't mind just showing up just for the fame and just to be out there. Some people just like the socialites of it all, honey. But when you got some people that I can definitely see some established ability from, like, for example, with Rich Bond's background, he really don't need the show. Cause that rap, no shade, but I don't think the rap really going nowhere. Nicole, she's old vanity bitch, honey. She likes to be the center of attention. So I can see her Dargon foregoing the chick, honey. Hershey LaCour. I think Hershey LaCour needs to be getting paid. Jeremy, same thing. Hell, even King Payne, honey. I know it's like King Payne got his own YouTube channel and shit, but still, it's like, everybody needs to be getting paid a little something, child. How the hell Allen is Dargon paying the girls and Chasing Reality ain't paying the girls? And they get way more viewers. But that's about it, y'all. That was Dargon episodes 2 and 3. I didn't hear anything, no other festering dramas afterwards or whatnots. But like I said, returning, honey, look like Poetic's gone. Rich Bomb is gone, so we're going to have to replace the trade, honey. Hell, we can say William the Saddest could go too now. Although I think they're going to make the mistake and bring him back to show him more full time. But it's like, honey, this is shit. Honey, in the words of Dargon really be, this is shit we did not ask for. Honey, give us and I'm not opposed to no white person being on the cast, but it just didn't make sense for this one, honey. Like old girl on Married to Medicine, that made sense. We love Carrie. Carrie Webbs, honey. We love Carrie. Kim Zolciak, honey. We like the Kim Zolciak up until until she started showing her darn going feathers, honey. Talking about eating fried chickens and talking about people having roaches in their house. When she started being on that bullshit, we had to let her go now. It's like, girl, we let you slide that one time with the chicken comment talking about Nene need to sit down somewhere and eat some fried chicken. And then we let you slide again. When you talked about, well, Candy's house, you felt like you had to lock your doors. And Candy was in a doggone high dollar neighborhood. She was worth, at the time of coming into the show, $30 million. She lives down the street from the doggone governor of Georgia at the time. And you feel threatened about that neighborhood. And you come from the trailer park. And at the time you was only worth like $200,000. Because this was the early days of doggone Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was before the tardy for the party and all that money started coming in. Honey, Candy came in wealthy. She was worth more than all y'all combined. You had the audacity to talk about you feel like she's in the dangerous neighborhood. Oh, she really tried it with that one. But she made for good TV. But William, nah, don't bring William back here, honey. Now, don't bring William back over here. I don't know who we can replace William with. Honey, let's get a little white boy with some edge, honey. Matter of fact, let's get some white trade next season, honey. Let's get an old muscle white trade. And that's no shade to the pleasantly plump guys. But we already got somebody feeling it. No shade, darn going King Payne. But you know you feel in the pleasantly plump category. And along with darn going King Payne. So we already got our two darn going jolly motherfuckers up on here. Let's darn going get white darn going sexiness up on here to replace poetic. And then we can get an old nice darn going piece of caramel or chocolate to replace Rich Bomb, honey. And Jeremy, like I said, is up in the air, child. So with that being said, yeah, that is the reunion in a nutshell, honey. Damn, it was so bad darn going. I'm looking back at it again. They closed it out. Jeremy did not even clap for the ending. Like I said, ooh. I don't think Jeremy's coming back, honey. I really don't. Now, if Jeremy get gone, who we going to replace Jeremy with? I don't want D-Hawkins can come back as a friend. I don't want nobody from the past coming back, honey. Frank, no, we don't need none of them coming back. Now, it would be nice if they do bring somebody back. They could bring back Sister Sledge, honey. Miss Knife Jab, honey. I would love to see the trans girl from season 1 come back and give her thoughts, honey. Because I think she's the nice in-between. Like, she got the ratchetness of darn jailer. But she got the poseness and professionalism of darn Nicole. Now, that would be a nice happy medium to bring into it, honey. Now, I would love to see how she would fare between, but I don't think she wants to come back in the midst of all this, honey. Who y'all think we should get for darn Jeremy Copeland's replacement? Y'all put it down below. But those are my thoughts. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.